Hello and welcome to the Service Transition course. My name is Dr. Suzanne Van Hove and I will be your instructor today. We have a few bits of legalese we need to go through, and we need to talk about the registered trademarks and copyrights. ITIL is a registered trademark of the Cabinet Office. The IT Infrastructure Library is a registered trademark of the Cabinet Office. The swirl logo is a trademark of the Cabinet Office. And finally, the diagrams that are included in this course have been reproduced under license from the Cabinet Office. Today we're going to talk about the areas within service transition, and we're really going to look at the supervisory and managerial topics within service transition. We're also going to focus on the new topics that have been found within ITIL 2011. For those of you within a service transition and environment, you're going to find this course exceptionally useful because you're going to gain a deeper understanding of the underlying concepts, processes, and activities involved in moving that service design package from service design and deploying it into service operation. We also will have a discussion around the management responsibilities and how they're used to enhance the overall quality and provision of services. Again, we will be focusing on the managerial control aspects of the operational environment as set up and worked within the service transition environment. This course has a number of study units and supporting exercise that reinforce the information that's provided during these videos. Make sure that you download the associated information from the course download page. The objectives of the course are to discuss the service life cycle as well as service management as a practice. We want to understand the service life cycle, its objectives, and the business value each phase brings within the service life cycle. We also want to be able to explain the concepts of service management as a practice. We'll also identify the basic service transition principles and understand the common principles and guidelines that influence the performance of service transition processes. The concentration will be on the plan, build, test, and implementation activities, but taken from a managerial and supervisory perspective. We'll also review the service transition processes, again, from that managerial and supervisory perspective. We're looking at the operational activities across the life cycle, as well as the roles, responsibilities, challenges, critical success factors, risks within each of the processes. The processes that we will discuss are transition planning and support, change management, service asset and configuration management, release and deployment management, service validation and testing, change evaluation, and knowledge management. We also will look at some of the concepts behind organizing the whole phase of service transition. We need to understand the roles, responsibilities for each of the activities and their input to all life cycle phases. As you know from your foundation training, none of these phases is a standalone. They directly interact with all the other phases as well as the individual processes found within each of the phases. We need to discuss and understand how to manage people through transition activities. As you may know, changing behavior is never an easy thing. We also want to look at ways to improve transition activities. We'll explore technology and implementation considerations and understanding how technology enhances service transition activities, and explore the concepts that have an impact onto the process and function implementation within service transition. The course prerequisites includes the ITIL Foundation course. Those of you who are interested in taking the service transition exam, you must have passed the ITIL Foundation exam or its equivalent and have that certificate available to present to the testing organization in order to sit this exam. The topics that we'll include throughout this course are service management as a practice, service transition policies, managing service transition, and then the processes: transition planning and support, change management, service asset and configuration management, release and deployment management, service validation and testing, change evaluation, knowledge management, and then managing people through service transition, organizing, implementing, and improving service transition. Understand where service transition sits in the curriculum path for ITIL. You have already sat the foundation course. You're now in the intermediate life cycle courses shown in green. Understand that if you are interested in achieving your ITIL expert, you will have to have accumulated 22 points across the course structure. Understand that managing across the life cycle and the ITIL Foundation are required. Those two courses total 7 points. To make the 22, you then need an additional 15 points across the life cycle or capability courses. Life cycle courses are worth 3 points. Capability courses are worth 4. Once you have achieved your expert, you can then pursue the ultimate certification within the ITIL scheme of pursuing that ITIL Master. That ITIL Master is based on practical skills and what you have accomplished as a service manager. Additional details about the educational schema can be found at www.itil-officialsite.com. Remember that exercises and additional information for the course can be downloaded from the download section of the course page. If you have questions, make sure you use the question and comment box. Let's get started.